everyone, my name is Soumya and today I am here to start up the second lecture of Python for beginners. Today we would be learning about the operators as well as we will be performing the examples of these operators on the IDLE mode. So let's begin. What are operators? Operators are the symbols such as plus, minus, equal to, greater than or less than that perform certain mathematical or logical operations to either manipulate the data values or produce a result based on the some rules. बेसिकली क्या होता है, जैसे मैथ्स में हम ऑपरेटर्स यूज करते हैं ना टू गेट आवर आंसर्स और टू मैनिपुलेट द डेटा. व्हाट डज द वर्ड मैनिपुलेट मीन्स? व्हेन यू आर चेंजिंग द डाटा, व्हेन यू आर मॉडिफाइंग इट, उसमें कुछ चेंजेस लाना या उस डाटा से कुछ एक्सट्रैक्ट करना, उसे कहते हैं मैनिपुलेट करना. जो ऑपरेटर होता है वो मैनिपुलेट करता है डाटा वैल्यूज को, उन्हें क्या कहते हैं? ऑपरेंड्स. पाइथन लैंग्वेज के अंदर ना बहुत सारे ऑपरेटर्स होते हैं. दे आर बाइफरकेटेड इन वेरियस डिपार्टमेंट्स that are the arithmetic operators, the assignment operators, the comparison operators, logical operators and the bitwise operators. So here are the arithmetic operators. By the name arithmetic we are getting that they are talking about some maths based concepts. So the arithmetic operations used in the mathematics that are being converted for the Python are called as the arithmetic operators. That are addition operators, subtraction operator, multiplication operator, division operator, modulus operator, exponent operator and floor division operator. Addition operator, subtraction, multiplication and division are the same that are being done up in the maths which we have learned up. Now, what is this modulus operator? You know what? When we divide in normal mathematical term, our quotient is our answer. But when you're talking about Python and you're using a modulus operator that is denoted by a percentage sign, it means that it will be showing us the result of the remainder. Basically what is happening is, हम डिवीजन करते हैं नॉर्मल, तो हमारा क्वेश्चन आंसर होता है. इस कंडीशन में हम जब डिवाइड कर रहे हैं तो जो हमारा रिमाइंडर है वो ही हमारा एज एन आंसर डिस्प्ले होगा. एक्सपोनेंट, द एक्सपोनेंट ऑपरेटर इज यूज्ड बाय डबल एस्ट्रिक. हमारे को टू द पावर जो नंबर कर रहा है वी विल बी रिप्रेजेंटिंग इट जस्ट पुटिंग एन एस्ट्रिक एंड एट द राइट मोस्ट साइड. नाउ फ्लोर डिवीजन क्या होता है? फ्लोर डिवीजन क्या करते हैं, हमारे को क्वेश्चन का बस इंटेग्रल पार्ट देता है, मतलब डेसिमल से पहले वाला राउंड ऑफ करके आंसर दे देता है. वो हमारे को क्वेश्चन का आंसर एज इन डेसिमल वैल्यू प्रॉपर नहीं देगा, रादर वो उसे इंटेग्रेट कर देगा और फिर स्क्रीन के ऊपर डिस्प्ले करेगा. Are you getting my point? In case you are having any doubt, you can put it in the comment section. Now, we are talking about the assignment operator. Assignment के नाम से हमारे को पता चल रहा है कि हमारे को कोई वैल्यू असाइन करनी है. जो नॉर्मल असाइनमेंट है दैट इज इक्वल टू. अब आप देखो, नॉर्मल असाइनमेंट इक्वल टू का क्या मतलब होता है? मैंने कुछ असाइन कर दिया, मैंने कोई वैल्यू दे दी. जैसे मैंने एक वेरिएबल बनाया z नाम से और उसको मैंने p प्लस क्यू का असाइन कर दिया. दैट मीन्स जब भी मैं पूरे कमांड में जहाँ भी z लिखूंगी वो p प्लस क्यू फंक्शन परफॉर्म करेगा. समझ आया? एंड इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट प्लस इक्वल टू, दैट इज द एडिशन असाइनमेंट. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ कि पहले तो आप ऐड कर दो किसी भी वैल्यू को एंड देन ऐड करके उसे किसी वेरिएबल के अंदर शो कर दो. सेम गोज फॉर द subtraction assignment, same is for the division assignment, exponent, floor division and remainder assignment. सारे में सेम फंक्शन होता है. पहले तो जो ऑपरेटर दिया हुआ है, जो अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेटर दिया हुआ है, आप वो फंक्शन परफॉर्म करोगे एंड देन उसका जो आंसर आ रहा है उसे आप पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू के अंदर असाइन कर दोगे. Now we will be talking about the different operator, that is the comparison operator. अब हमारे को ना एक बड़ा important question है. This question is usually asked by the interviewers or the CBSE based board classes, or you are talking about any interview in a particular industry, or even your vivas that are holding up at your university level. These question is very important. They ask you what's the difference between the double equal to and the single equal to. So the very first difference we can say is that a single equal to is an assignment operator, double equal to is an comparison operator. When we need to assign a value, that means when we are giving a value to a particular variable, we are using single equal to. And if we are saying double equal to, that means we are checking up whether the LHS and RHS are equal or not, and it will return a Boolean value. What is a Boolean value? Boolean values are considered to be either true or false. When a result comes up in true or false, that is stated as the Boolean value. When I'm talking about an exclamatory equal to, what does that show? That shows that if an answer is not equal to the given value, it will give us a false result. Greater than, smaller than, greater than equal to or smaller than equal to performs the same way like we do in mathematics. There is no more difference. Just the thing is, the comparison operator gives us a Boolean value. Now let's switch up to the next operators. What are these? These are the logical operators. Why are the logical operators used? The logical operators are used for comparing or negating the logical values of their operands to return the resulting logical values. The value operands of the logical operator evaluated to either true or false. Basically क्या होता है? लॉजिकल एंड का क्या मतलब होगा? सबसे पहले तो वो एंड फंक्शन परफॉर्म करेगा. एंड फंक्शन का क्या मतलब है? अगर दो वैल्यूज दी हुई हैं, वो दोनों को देखेगा. अगर दोनों के ऊपर स्टेटमेंट ट्रू जा रही है तो वो क्या करेगा? उसका रेप्लिकेट आंसर देगा, मतलब फॉल्स दे देगा. ठीक है. और लॉजिकल और बेसिकली क्या होता है? इसका मतलब ही ये हुआ कि जो भी फंक्शन आप परफॉर्म कर रहे हो एंड के अंदर, और उसका रिजल्ट अगर ट्रू है तो उसका रिजल्ट लॉजिकल होके फॉल्स हो जाएगा. जहाँ लॉजिकल लग गया वहाँ उल्टा हो जाता है. और में क्या होता है? और की कंडीशन में आप उल्टा कर ही नहीं सकते. एक ट्रू है, एक फॉल्स है. अगर ट्रू की स्टेटमेंट में चाहिए तो आंसर ट्रू ही दिखेगा. अगर फॉल्स की स्टेटमेंट में चाहिए आंसर फॉल्स ही दिखेगा. और स्टेटमेंट में ये होता है. नॉट की बात करें, हम ना व्हेन वी वर इन क्लास 11th and 12th we used to play a game called as the crocodile truth. I guess you all know it. The crocodile truth में क्या होता था? We used to say up a situation or we used to ask up a question in which if we had done that particular thing or we had been in that particular situation, we had responded with a no. And if we were not present at that situation or we are not doing that particular thing, so we used to answer yes. So it's the same way the logical not operates. If the condition is true, it will give you a false result, and if the condition is false, it is giving you a true result. Okay? Now, reading inputs and printing outputs. These are the topics that I will be showing you on an IDLE mode. In case you require to download the IDLE mode, you can message me out and I will send you the link for the same. In case you need any extra class or you want some counseling from my side, you can message me or you can see up the contact details given up on the YouTube description channel. Do remember to view the video, like the video as well as subscribe it. See, now I will be telling you of something very interesting in Python, that is how to print and how to read, give an output as well as how to print, show an output. First of all, I will be giving you various examples of the assignment operators that we have learned. If I am saying, I am writing x is equal to 1, then I wrote y is equal to 2. What does that mean? That I am assigning a variable x which has a value 1 and I am assigning a variable y that is having a value 2. Okay? So what am I doing? Now I am saying create a variable sum, or I would say add. Create a variable add in which you write x plus y. Okay, and initially now I will be doing is, now I would be saying print. This function print is basically used when you need to show up the result. In case you will not write print, it won't show you the desired result. Now I write print add. What is it showing? 3. So did you got what I did? See, I gave a value 1, then I gave a value 2 to the y. I said create a variable add and perform the function x plus y equal to add. And now I wrote a print word. I put up the brackets and wrote the thing which I want to display on the screen. I got 3. Now similar way, if I say x is equal to 10, y is equal to 5, and I want modulus of 10 divided by 5. What am I going to see? See, right now I did not wrote the print command, so it did not showed me the result, though internally the computer has performed this particular result, but it is not responding me the answer. In case I want to see the answer on my screen, I use the print function, the print command. So now I will be writing up print mod. What did it did? It gave me the answer 0, cause when I divide 10 with 5, the remainder is 0, so I got the remainder as 0. Are you getting it? So this is the way I am performing the functions. If I am saying x is equal to 11, y is equal to 19, and then I say is x equal to y. What is it giving me? False. So here what I did, firstly I gave x a value 11, then I gave y a value 19. Then what I did, I said to check whether x is equal to y. Is the value of x and the value of y equal? It said false. No, it's not equal. And in case I wrote x exclamatory equal to y, what did it show? True. That means x is not equal to y. Yeah, it's not equal to y because both have different values, so it responded me with the boolean value true. So are you getting till now whatever I have told? This is the way the operators work up in Python. See, right now I am working on an interactive mode in which I am putting up the statements and I am getting the answer. In the very next module, I will be telling up to use a file where we would be writing up a command and then executing it. Now I will tell you how to take an input from the user. Right now what I was doing it, I was using the values, I was giving up the variable certain values by myself by typing it out. Now I want is that the user should give up the value. In that case, what's the syntax for the same? First we write up a variable in which we need a value. Then we usually write the data type if we are using integer, float, value. In case we are using a string value, no data type is required. Since I want an integer value, I write int, then I'll put up a bracket, then I'll use the word input and everything should be in the small letters. Then I again put up a bracket. In that bracket, I put up a statement that will be displayed for the user to rectify that they have to give the number. I wrote enter the number to perform the function. Okay, then I wrote up then I close the first bracket, then I close the second bracket. See, what am I getting? They are telling me to enter the number to form the function. In case I gave up 12. Now if I say print x, what will it show? 12. So it automatically took the value of 12 as it input. So this is the way we input. In case I want a float y, in case I want a string, what will I do? X is equal to input, enter the word. They are saying me to enter a word. I wrote Samya. Now I said print x to show me what has been basically. Just a second, I'll show you the function. Actually you won't be able to see it right now. Just give me a second. See, it would be visible to you. I wrote print x and I put it in enter over here. What did it show? It showed me my name. So this is a way in which you can perform the particular functions. Right now I am giving up you a task to perform it at your home and then respond me what's the answer. Write a program to print the sum of 3 numbers with the user defined variable. Okay, The second one which you would be doing is write a program to print the नहीं, इसमें हम कुछ इनपुट वाला करेंगे. राइट अ प्रोग्राम टू टेक द इनपुट फ्रॉम अ यूजर टू get the name and surname of the students of the class. So these are the two commands. I wish you should once try it and then let me know whether are you able to inculcate these values in today's lecture or not. One thing more I want to make you sure is in the next video I would be starting up with the concepts of loops that are very important in Python. So all I want is right now just remember all these things which I have told you today, since these things would help you when we would be learning up the further concept. These was the basic fundamentals. After this the core Python processes would be done. So I hope you understand everything that was covered up in the entire lesson, and thank you for listening it so patiently. Bye bye.